Hello guys and welcome to episode 25 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today I have still got an illness, so I'm going to be a bit nasally still when commentating this gameplay today. So we have a few things to do. First of which is heading over here towards Alisso and attacking them with the army of the Andrasta. But before we start that, I'm going to make a change to this campaign. I don't do this very often, but you can go to the options and you can go to game settings and you can change the battle difficulty. And I'm actually going to turn this up all the way to like maximum, and we're going to see if this makes any difference. Now I'm not going to change the campaign difficulty because I don't believe you actually can, but the battle difficulty you can, so that's fine there. I'm just going to check that this hasn't changed the public order that I get. So here you can see that because of the difficulty level, the contributing factors gives me plus 10 public order per turn. If I was to change the difficulty of the campaign to very hard or even legendary, you get basically no bonus, you get no handicap as such. So if that was taken away, I've been balancing all my provinces on this plus 10, and if that was taken away, all of my settlements, as you can see, some are only plus 6, so that one's only plus 2, they would all go negative, and that's because I've been balancing my economy with the amount of public order I can have. Now in Eburon here, I'm going to create a chieftain's hole because this is currently negative per turn, which isn't great, so I'm going to have to deal with that quickly. But with the battle difficulty now on legendary, I think it is, we should, in theory, be a lot more challenged. Yes, the battle difficulty is on legendary, so I'm going to keep it at that from now on, and if things get a bit more difficult, then, well, it'd be definitely worth the change. So we'll see how it goes anyway, and maybe I won't be able to pull off some of these most remarkable victories, which are like heroic, where I'm losing like 20 men and killing thousands, but we shall see, and we can test it out over here on Alisso with the Andrasta. So we're going to declare war on the Lusitani. They have no allies. It's all very well. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map. So hopefully with the battle difficulty increased, we can actually make this a little bit harder for myself. We're going to get the ballistas into the correct position this time on top of this lovely hill. Look at that, it's a nice advantage point for my ballistas to sit on. The other set of ballistas are going to sit up here on this hill and fire over the town that way. And I'm going to get my units of levy freemen, 5 of which are going to go on the right. We're going to get 5 on the left. We're going to get the Britain slingers on the right, and the cavalry and my general in the middle, like we did with the other siege in the last episode. So we're going to start the battle there, and hopefully we can spot their units as soon as we get close with our own men, and the ballistas can change to explosive rounds and fire upon these men.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
So here we go, they're pulling back the shots. And here we go. Artillery coming in. Oh man, chunking that cavalry there. We've also got shots coming in from the right as well from the other units. More explosive shots falling straight into the middle of all these men. Doing well there. Okay, we're going to move out these guys on the top of this ramp. They're going to continue to take missile fire. I'm going to move the slingers over here. We're also going to move the general and veteran riders up on top of this hill. You see all this explosive shot coming in and just decimating these units. Look at that. Those poor guys. Some of them are even routing already, or wavering at least. They just don't know what to do. So much artillery coming in. I don't think the difficulty even matters at this point because I'm just decimating them with artillery. So what we're going to do is grab this unit here, tell him to focus on another unit, probably the tribesman. Wow, another bomb lands straight into the middle of these cavalry. These Iberian cavalry are charging up this slope here. Straight into my spear units. Don't expect that was the best move ever. This unit being completely destroyed there, broken from the missile fire from the ballistas. You can see they're all starting to run away completely. It's going to be a much more convincing battle than usual, it seems. And this ballista can fire all the way over towards the shore, while my heavy freemen engage these cavalry.
Ready! Levy freemen! Get ready!
This ballista unit is firing upon these Iberian tribesmen. You can see the explosive shots coming in, doing a reasonable amount of damage. I'm going to change their focus onto a different unit now. The same as my other ballistas.
The enemy general is dead.
So with the enemy general dead, that should make this a lot easier. I'm going to charge down these Iberian tribesmen who have turned around, taking lots of javelins in the back, and you can see they've just routed completely from that.
The battle is turning in our favor.
I don't want to take 3 missile hits, so I'm going to charge down my levy freemen now. Ballistas though giving me good support here, breaking up these skirmisher units nicely. Gonna have to control these ballistas very well, blasting a huge hole in the middle of the men there. And I think I'm gonna have to stop these ballistas from firing, because otherwise it's gonna get a bit too close to my own men. There we go. That last volley came in nice and handy, but enabled us to break through their units very, very easily. They're experienced Iberian skirmishers running away now. We can continue to charge down the rest of the units who look like they've just ran away. And that's going to be our victory, convincingly, with the help of the Britain ballistas. Let's end the battle there. Decisive victory. 235 losses, 1,283 kills. And there we go. Time to say goodbye to the Lusitania, it would seem. And we're going to occupy Alisso.
Is that all? Thirsty for battle?
Well, thankfully, they have a Shrine of Tutatus in here, which is useful for public order and also spreads the culture, but it looks like it's already Celtic anyway, so it's not a big issue. But because they have stables in here, we can actually think about recruiting more men into this army. So I'm going to get my veteran riders back that I lost in a fight before I went into Spain. So that's useful. Here we can maybe add some more men or more traits onto this general. I have a feeling I might go with the Fearless General or Fearless Warrior. +2 zeal, +4% weapon damage for both melee and missile units. I think that's a nice one to pick up there. My spy here, he can actually go ahead and try and kill some of these units of the Celtici. Yeah, we're going to try and kill their War Maiden, possibly. Nope, we don't have enough money to actually do that this turn. So I'm going to just go ahead and go with counterintelligence. And that should help us out in holding Alisso. Next turn though, we're going to come out of Alisso, we're going to go straight onto Eburon with the Celtici. I'm sure they won't last very long at all. This army at Ars, well, now Cartadasht is controlled by the Gaetuli. I think I might move up the army from Ars towards Numantia. See what we can do about taking on this settlement. So, hopefully Ars is nice and happy.
Warriors all!
Nope, looks like he's going to go -11 if I come out of there. I'm not going to be able to leave that for a little while, I believe. I don't have enough money to convert that Shrine of Epona to a Shrine of Rosmerta, so I'm not going to be able to do that this turn. But it's something to think about.
Hail to the mother. How can I help?
And of course we do have this army up here that next turn will also be able to attack Alisso. So we've got 2 more battles that possibly we'll get through today. On legendary difficulty. But we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and click the end turn button.
Glory, wealth, and a place in the histories. All of these will be ours when we are united as friends.
I think this is a good idea for now. If I'm going to be focusing on Rome before Greece, a non-aggression pact with these guys would be nice, so I'm going to accept that.
Wisdom should always be admired, even in...
So the Lusitani not very happy about me obviously taking them out, so they're going to attack me with their depleted armies. We're going to auto-resolve these ones because you can see the battle bar is well in my favour. I'm going to go with protective stance, and that should, well, pretty much beat down a lot of the men in their armies. We're also going to be attacked over here by an army attacking the settlement I took over. Now, I'm going to probably just auto-resolve this one as well with an aggressive stance. I would have gone ahead and done it on the battlefield with the ballistas, but I don't want to waste time because I really want to get onto Eburon and some bigger sieges to come. It's a decisive victory there. And we killed the general. Bravo. There we go. Will of Andrasta, military traditions, and a hidden agent exposed of the Lusitani. So this army, we've recruited a couple of veteran riders, that's awesome. And we can add a military tradition to the army, which is probably going to be a Grand Camp following, because I much prefer that with the -4% upkeep for all land units and +8% morale for all units. We're gonna need it if we're gonna be playing on legendary battle difficulty.
Thirsty for battle.
So with this settlement being reasonably happy, if we take Eburon, we can control the entire province and work from that. So, I'm going to declare war on the Celtici. I'm going to hit the settlement. And we can actually pick up battering rams now. I am probably going to wait for some siege equipment because I'm not sure how much I'll be affected. Actually no, I don't need to, of course not, because I have ballistas. We're going to go ahead and assault this straight away. Okay then, so we're going to leave it on dry. We're going to get our ballistas into a position that is actually useful, so that we can beat down some of these walls and break into their settlement. And I'm probably going to do it here, because this is like the least defended area. If I did it at the front here, that's got a few towers and the gateway and stuff, but this corner here, I can completely dodge this gateway on the left and just come through these walls. Also, it's quite a nice place for my ballistas to sit up here, so I'm going to put them there. Then we're going to get the Levy Freeman over here. All of them, because I missed out a unit. And we're going to get the Britain Slingers over here. And we're going to get the Veteran Riders. I'm a General, of course. And I'm also just going to group these Levy Freeman as well. Okay. So let's start the battle. Start knocking down these walls. And then we can charge into the settlement.
I am angry today, men. Furious that these weak-livered girl children have chosen to stand.
So they're basically just moving their ballistas so that they're in positions that they can actually fire.
Or I'll take my anger
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Here go the shots. That wall should be down in no time. 10% damage per hit, it looks like. And if this unit of Iberian skirmishers isn't careful, they're going to be taken out immediately. A few of the units are being hit by the rocks that are flying overhead.
The walls are breached.
And there goes the walls. So the men go flying there. We're going to break the wall on the right a bit as well, so we have enough space to send through all our men. I'm going to spread out these ballistas a bit because they seem to be like getting each other's way. Last thing I want to do is for them to kill each other. To get the ballistas into decent positions whereby they can actually attack this wall without hitting each other. Okay, awesome. Now once we've broken down 2 walls, I'm going to start charging up my levy freemen. And we will basically walk into the breach. Then, hopefully, my ballistas will be able to provide some cover fire with explosive shots into their men. 70% wall damage. We have that 80, 90, and that next volley should break it down. Nope, they missed. They all seem to be missing. There we go. All gone. So we're going to stop these firing for now. And we're going to start moving our levy freemen closer to the walls. Run them up. Get the Briton slingers into range. We can also think about moving up the Breton riders into a position ready to run up the ramps. And of course I need to get my general up here as well, in case I need any of his abilities. Okay, awesome. Yeah, here comes the flood of levy freemen. We're charging up into the settlement. Should be able to beat back these Iberian skirmishers very easily. Going to select these levy freemen on this side. Run them up through here. Meanwhile, the other 5 units can run up through the left side. And here we go. Charging into their settlement. My sprint slingers can line up. Think about providing fire onto these missile units. Up we go. Starting to engage, it seems. But I believe these Iberian skirmishers will die very quickly, and if not, just rout. Awesome stuff. Okay, we can start think about getting these ballistas to use explosive rounds on these advancing units. Loads of shells coming in there, hitting them as they run through a chokehold. Need to get my men into the settlement as quickly as possible, really, in order to capitalize on my advantage here.
We have captured a tower.
It doesn't look like my men are able to fire for some reason. My ballistas, that is. Being a bit slow, which would seem. Going to move them forwards into a different position here. Well, these men can break off to the left. These ones can stay on the right and attack their noble cavalry. Going to go with counter-cavalry tactics and try and kill his general. Okay, now the explosive shots are coming in towards the Iberian swordsmen. Enemy general's dead. That's going to help out a lot with breaking their morale. But with me, all the while, the Briton ballistas still firing all the way back here into these Iberian swordsmen. The poor guys.
The men are wavering.
These ones are repositioning so they can fire in too. My own men are wavering. hopefully won't be much of an issue. Because I've got so many men left over. Just need to make sure that all my Briton ballistas continue firing on these units back here. So they're whittled down once I actually engage them with my own men. So these ballistas are nearly into position. And then they can also help out with firing upon the units in the centre.
Heroic riders!
Okay, so we're going to line up these men while my Briton ballistas start firing on these units. It's a nice shot there. But more coming in. Epic stuff. Briton ballistas doing work on the enemy. And going flying everywhere. I'm going to select both of these ballista units and tell them to fire on the same units, so we can destroy those units much quicker. Because at the moment they're firing them all back here on these depleted units. I want them to attack the ones that haven't been hit yet. Like these Iberian tribesmen and these Iberian swordsmen. That way, it'll make it a lot easier for when my levy freemen charge them. So much damage being done there. Any missile units that are missing this Iberian swordsman unit are just hitting the one behind, which is very, very nice. So much damage being dealt here. The Iberian swordsman unit is just really wanting to run away right now. And I don't blame him, to be honest. I'm now going to turn my attention to this Iberian swordsman unit on the right, because this is where the general is for this garrison army. With him dead, it'll make it a lot easier to take out the settlement.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Not a great sound, that. One of my Briton ballista units has used up all its ammo, unfortunately. But hopefully this last set of ballistas can do me proud taking care of these Iberian swordsmen. Oh, that was a big blow there. All 4 shells landing in a similar position, breaking down their morale a ton. Same happening again. Wow, that's killing a lot of men. To change my target to this nearly full replenished unit of Iberian tribesmen and whittle that down a bit with the last few volleys before running in with all the levy freemen. This unit of Iberian swordsmen has gone down from 160 men to 33 just from my ballistas. See all the men that have been flung everywhere. But now we have the Iberian tribesmen taking damage.
Our spears are yours!
And they've run out of ammunition, so here comes the horde. We're going to rush through. Take them head on. And that's the only way we can really attack through here.
Free men!
Looks like they're probably going to end up just routing as soon as I confront them. We do have noble cavalry coming in though. Another general unit. We can go with some counter-cavalry tactics to help out against those, unless they just run away, which is exactly what they did. A full unit of 80 noble cavalry literally just ran away. We're going to end the battle there, and that's our victory. Decisive one at that. We lost 283 men, and they lost 1,942. Legendary battle difficulty not seeming to make much of a difference, especially when I have ballistas on hand. We're going to, well, I'm going to sack it first, and then I'm going to attack it again and take it.
Ready for battle.
And this time we're just going to auto-resolve the assault. Protective stance. Kill the garrison army completely. That'll give my army both more XP and the ability to just occupy it this turn. Got minus 34 to worry about. We got to repair all of this stuff, but the reason I sacked it is to contribute towards my ultimate objective, which is to raise or sack 50 different settlements, and I've only done 3 so far, so we're going to have to do it quite a lot from now on, just in order to make the most of it. So I'm going to have to repair all these buildings, and then we'll change the Shrine of Canonus to probably to a Shrine of Rosmerta to help with the provincial public order. Got minus 34 this turn. That'll go down quite a bit next turn, due to the removal of the devastation and the conquests, so that'll go down to about minus 5, which should reduce the time or increase the time it takes for there to be a rebellion. Alright then, so taking those 2 settlements in one fell swoop. Nicely done. Okie dokie. Now we can think about moving the army from us. Maybe it's gone up to plus 12. No, still going to be unable to move that out of that settlement. But up here, however, we do have a fight against Alisso. I'm going to encircle this for now. We're going to increase the agent's skill here. Probably increasing War Master so that we get more military training per turn. And I'm going to quickly go through the event messages. So we got the settlement captured, of course. Province under control. We got seized the entire province over here. That's fine, and we can probably issue an edict at some point. We got plus 5% melee attack skill for all units when fighting barbarians. I'm going to send that to the pool because it's not very useful against anything else other than barbarians. Settlement sacked. We got hidden agent exposed and natural causes. One of my scouts died. The scout over here died of natural causes, unfortunately. Got unhappy populace in Suabia, but they are plus 11 per turn now, so they are starting to like me very much. Got quartermaster's report. Chosen spearband over here. It's really weird because it's showing me like Greek unit cards, but no, that's not correct. These are correct. My chosen spearband now built in Birbrachti. Strict on this druidess as well. So not only have I got strict on this druid, but also on the druidess now. That's going to come in very handy. This province nearly fully Celtic. This province getting very happy by each turn because of the culture conversion. I'm actually going to think about moving my other druid now to a different province to help out with culture conversion elsewhere. Maybe towards this province where the Lugi are. But I'll probably leave it in there for this turn. Construction report. Chieftain's Hole finished in Noria. And we've got the slave trader finished in Vesontio. Which hopefully we'll eventually be able to upgrade to a slave market to get ambushes. And let's see, what else? Increasing rank. Invasion Force lands, the Lusitani. We've defeated that. And a population surplus in Hercynia. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. And we're probably going to make it into a place for enclosed land. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode. my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully my illness will go away soon enough so I can get back to making more videos, because I just feel dreadful at the moment. But hopefully you appreciate me getting out the Rome 2 content for you, because I love playing this game and hopefully you enjoy watching it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.